Hello, 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 hello. I think I'm live. Okay, we'll try it. I'm back Sunday evening. It was bonfire night last night. Saturday night for us in the UK. So a lot of bonfires, fireworks, and all that sort of thing going on where I am. So I think there's fireworks going off right now, actually, which is quite quite unusual, really. To be honest, I think a lot of people have fireworks any day, really, don't they? They have fireworks at Halloween, 5th of November, bonfire night, Christmas, and probably like New Year's as well. Yeah, fireworks front, right, and centre, I tell you. Absolutely crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So lots of things have been going on. Been quite busy. I'm trying to multitask here. That's blooming slow. Oh no, slowed me down, I think. Crazy, but it has been I don't know whether I can actually show you a picture that I took. It always tends to go wrong. Use banners. Use banners. Oh yeah, that's one of the pictures. Thought was quite nice that I took. During oh, I've lost my page now. Fireworks, so that was quite a good display. I think Wendy also was out and about having a good time watching the fireworks last night. It was all good, so glad everyone's having a good time in the UK the best they can. Yeah, okay. Yes, very unusual today. Don't think I'm getting out there today. I'm live, but I'm not. Haven't attracted everyone today. Crazy. Yeah, very, oh, yes. Crazy times, I tell you. Crazy. Oh, 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 oh. I mean, what the hell? I haven't streamed for a while. I don't think I've got anyone in. But well, I haven't scheduled this one. So it is sort of a funny one. Blooming people not. That's the issue. Sometimes you don't get the notifications. If you don't stream as often, you don't get the notification. I don't think I got a notification that certain people were live. And so I will put the StreamYard link in the comment section for the panel link. So anyone wants to go live, go up on panel. I mean, they're very welcome to. It's blooming slow internet at the minute as well. Had a bit of problems as well. Been a busy weekend, but managed to sort everything out. Hang on. Okay, I don't know. Who's someone? I think everyone's a little bit busy on a Sunday, but I suppose that's what it's like, really. I know there has been, again, you'll always get sort of trolls within the community as usual, which I don't particularly like to see. People have got better things to do and better things to talk about rather than talking about certain people, that we know on YouTube, that we're friends on YouTube with in live community. Yeah, bit of a crazy person, crazy people out there that like to just talk about certain people, which I have seen, unfortunately, but certainly certainly got to overcome it and sort of think, they have a bigger community than they do, so I'm not going to listen to someone that's going to be opening their mouth saying this, that, and the other, and of course when I actually looked at these videos I thought, these people are, this person I should say, really, I think themselves must have, issues and problems, to the fact that they're doing videos on certain people and mentioning people all the time, mentioning them and they and a certain person. I mean, it's certainly not, something that, it's just weird, People have such fixations on certain people, Dear. Again, I think they're probably just jealous because people have got better, better channels and that. Not naming anything because I certainly don't want to be dragging things up as usual. But I know people in the community do will mention it because they were mentioned or whatever. But again, trolls or whatever you want to call them, they're no better than anything else. You certainly get trolls and weird people trying to get on your panel and spreading. I remember I had that blooming weird person that came up. I didn't know who this person was, so I thought, oh, and then this guy was saying about some kind of weird, some kind of religion thing or something, or anti this or whatever, which was completely bizarre. But you sort of think, people have got the time to sort of to do it. But I know me and Wendy were like absolute dead silence, and this guy was like talking about some guy talking about certain people. It's like we don't want to be, we don't want to be dragged into that. And not too long ago, blooming, one of my streams got totally spammed. And I'm glad that doesn't happen. I think sometimes sharing people out, you end up the trolls or people, find it and end up sending weird messages and people in the private chat and all this kind of thing. I don't have it as often, but it's one of those weird blooming things that happen on the internet. But I think, and all that kind of thing. Well, I certainly hope to start a quiz again. I think it's a great idea. See how it really goes, But I think I'll probably stick with StreamYard because it's just there's no other streaming platform that works well. Well, StreamYard works perfectly. People can communicate perfectly. But I've tried it with Restream, Stream.io, or whatever it's called, and it just doesn't want to work very well. People can't talk to each other, and all that sort of thing. And to be honest, I actually blooming paid for Restream, and it effing didn't work. So I'm sticking with StreamYard because, I mean, even it doesn't even want to record the stream afterwards, so there's not much, point. Oh, look who it is, it's Die Hard. Oh, Sonic's live, is it? Oh no, Sonic 2. That's good. Cool. I know, I've got a blooming, in terms of subscription, I've got to redo my Disney Plus, because I stopped it for a bit, but I stopped Netflix, but I do want Disney Plus, because I know, I know Doctor Who's going to, I'm a bit of a fan of Doctor Who, so I'll get it on there as well, I suppose, and of course I'll get all the Disney programs and more Marvel and everything, and comedy sketches and all that kind of thing. I like Disney Plus. I think it's grown bigger than Netflix, really. Disney Plus, I think I've a few hundred million subscribers to Disney Plus. It's gone global. If Disney can do that, Disney grows very quickly. I remember when it first came out. I think it's been a great success. I don't imagine you'd get fireworks in Bulgaria, Die Hard, and Bonfire Night, but you probably get fireworks at New Year's and that. during the festive season and that, or any kind of public holiday you have there where you are. But yeah, I know. So I think our American friends don't. Well, so they may know of Bonfire Night, but I don't think they would celebrate it. But we certainly celebrated. We've celebrated it well. Certainly, since people can afford fireworks, really, or people have fireworks. Um, you know, because it celebrates. Well, it should be called Guy Fawkes Day, really, because in uh, in 1606, uh, I think um, Guy Fawkes tried to blow up Parliament. Where sort of like in America, would be like the Senate. Like Parliament and that. You got them. You got fireworks, and I think it was to do with the king as well. I should really know this, shouldn't I? So they wanted to, burn and engulf the Parliament, and plotted it. But of course, it was I think, a failed attempt to blow up the Houses of Parliament. Again, themselves were Catholics. Not sure if that was a very Catholic way of doing things. But anyhow, it's celebrated from. I think it's both celebrated from Catholics and Protestant denominations. But it's just become part of society, really. People just celebrate and watch fireworks. But again, yes, they could do a pretty much blooming blowing up Parliament now. With how everything's been turning out in Houses of Parliament, all the blooming MPs and Prime Ministers and this, that and the other. It's crazy. But I don't think there was as many fireworks this year than last year, because certainly with cost of living crises and inflation, everything, all the prices of buying fireworks have gone up. There has not been as many fireworks going off. I remember last year, I think last year, I remember I was live on Flowers panel about a year ago yesterday, and I remember I told them it was bonfire night, and I had to put my audio off because we had blooming fireworks front, right, and centre outside. Everyone were blooming fireworks. People, there's a other back garden where we are, and they're lighting fireworks, and across the road is lighting fireworks, and over the bay they're lighting fireworks, and they're all going off. But this year it's been quieter, but they still did the main event as they do down the harbour with the fireworks, which was nice. But yeah, good display as usual, considering. But I think everyone had a good time. I was down there. Should upload some pictures, but I'll sort that out at some point. But yeah, it must have been. I think it's been a year since It must have been just over a year now. I think it must have been mid-October, I think, that I first came into people's streams. I think I first came into. I don't know what warmed me to it, but I first went into Flower Stream, as I was saying. Actually showed my face, which I don't usually do. Yeah, it just happened. I was sitting on I think I was sitting in the kitchen, I think. I remember I said hi in the chat, and Mary was like, "Who's this?" Everyone was saying in the chat, "Who's this William?" I remember. And Mary was in there. Mary's place was there. And she said, and I think I must have said, "Oh, yeah, I would like to come up," and all this link. I think there must have been a link or something, StreamYard link, that I must have clicked on. And he said, "Oh yeah, as long as you show your face, and make sure that you are real and not a spam or something, then we'll let you up." And it started from there really. So I have to certainly give them credit really for sort of letting me sort of join into this community, I suppose, and to meet everyone here. And of course, I was on the stream a bit regularly, and in the new year on Mary's stream as well. She'd live stream. And eventually, earlier this year, on Wendy's stream, I pop in now and again. And of course now, in the last few weeks, or so, or 2 months or whatever, this channel, So it's, I think it's great, and I've got to know everyone and all this kind of thing. And I've seen, certainly in certain communities how communities have grown, and seeing everyone and everyone's channels and all that kind of thing. I think it's great. It has grown. I know our Mary's channel has grown significantly. So many new faces, new people. Loads of people joining together, all at the same time. All live together, which is great. Sometimes I can't make them because Mary does sometimes go on a bit late, so sometimes I can't be on there for too long because I'm wanting to sleep. But and our Wendy as well. Lots of people from all over the place want to know what Wendy's doing, and of course Die Hard with his gaming channel, which is cool. And everyone else, they're doing their doing panels. Austin, he's doing panel videos and all that kind of thing, which is great. Which is great. People can do their panels and talk or whatever, and it's great for them. To speak with people, which I think is really important. To speak with people. We're all different people here, all different backgrounds, miles away from each other for most of us. So it's great to talk to, our American friends, our European friends, including Die Hard. He's sort of when I first knew Die Hard, I thought, oh yes, he's another British person, I suppose, or something. And I realised, he's in Europe, he's travelled. It's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, think about, how, my channel, everyone's channel has grown, and people get to know each other much more. Because I think a lot of it was divided by. Oh, hang on. What the heck popped up? Divided by drama, I think. People taking sides, which, I mean, last year, we had the drama, with certain people. You can always think about that, and it did divide people, and people got upset. Some people do get upset, by little things. It's just their reaction to what's going on, and people do want to talk, and but we're glad it's sort of blown over, I think, and people are actually getting along, I suppose, with most people. Um, but obviously, it is sad when certain um, people do go on a wobbly, I suppose. But it's it's what it is. But I don't. Well, certainly me, and we certainly don't go on any kind of big wobblies like that. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's just sometimes you think, what can you do to entertain people? You think about all these YouTubers. They've got the cameras, and they able to do vlogs, and oh, look at me doing this. Oh, I'm going to do a challenge video. I'm going to do gaming. I'm going to do chat. I'm going to do this. I'm going to act the goat. You think, oh, how can well, people who want to build a channel do it in a good way, in a good way, which I suppose takes the effort. But I don't know. You'd have to blooming have the camera right up against your face and like do kind of something weird. But it's YouTube, I suppose. And it certainly would be good to have several hundreds of thousands of subscribers, which would be cool. That's why a lot of people sort of almost go full-time YouTube, I suppose. But you think, oh, maybe if you had something unique, you could do something unique. Yeah, I mean, it's can't. Yeah. Well, I can't believe it's nearly the end of the. Well, it'll be too long until Christmas, and then won't be too long until um um New Year's. Yeah, November 2022. Blimey. Yes. Hang on. Blimey, 5 years. 5 years. Yeah, it's nearly 5 years since AGP's death. I remember very clearly. I think I was at school, I was at school in lesson, and I remember looking at my phone, seeing, you know, that he died, on the AGP channel. Got the notification I must have been scrolling on YouTube at the time and thought, gosh, you know. But I remember looking at some of the videos back then, saying, things were sort of in the threads, with health and his health and that. Yeah, only 5 years. Well, that's certainly something that people are going to talk about. Yeah, I remember. Sometimes it's weird. It's weird to think where you were when that happened, because some things you forget. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that, but I don't know where I was when I looked at it. I remember so vividly. I can go in the classroom where I sat, where I got mind you, I shouldn't have got my phone out in lesson, but who gives a toss? But yeah, I can tell you exactly what chair I sat in, what table I was at. Probably didn't know what time it was. It was probably like midday or afternoon or something. But I remember someone called Ryan was sat uh, um, opposite me, and yeah, bit of a shock, quite a shock. But yeah, well, only 5 years has gone by. It's crazy what's happened then, but let's just say, well, the community has grown from that, I suppose. And of course, people have done their own channels, in that time, I suppose. You know, people have, some of them, well, some of them have come from, the AGP show, you know, which has been all, up and down here with some of the, family and friends of LGP, I suppose. But yeah, it's cool. Cool, I suppose. But that's, what's happened with other channels is a different story altogether. I think they're much closer, than that. But it's cool. It's cool. Blimey, I've already been on half an hour and I talk donks. Wonder where I'll let I don't know whether Wendy's gonna come on tonight. I'll let her know just in case. She does want to go live. And all that sort of thing. Yes, it looks like the UK is going to get a bank holiday for the King's coronation in May next year. So yeah, I ordered a few weeks ago. It'll be one of the last 50p coins in the UK. We got all different money, pound coins, pound sterling here in the UK. The last 50p coins to have the Queen's head on, which is, Queen 2022, Queen Elizabeth 2022. Also celebrating 100 years of the BBC, which is the British Broadcasting Corporation, which is the national broadcaster, television broadcaster, radio and that for the UK. And they're celebrating 100 years this year, and they've done a commemorative coin that the Royal Mint, they produce all the money, the physical money in the UK, the notes, the coins, and all that kind of stuff, legal tender, to commemorate that occasion. The Royal Mint do commemorative coins, to commemorate the royal family or an event in history, or so forth, and they've doing it this way, and of course, it will be the last few types of coins this year that will have the Queen's head on, which I think, I bought it. Okay, yes, I bought one. It may take a while to come because they've got a lot of orders and a lot of things going on at the Royal Mint with the new Charles head being on the coins now. So they're pressing and minting new coins and notes for pretty much the new year, I suppose, or later this year, New Year, we'll slowly but surely see the new coins. But yeah, it'll all circulate. We'll see the Queen's head Queen's money for a long time, certainly our generation. But yeah, it did cost me a little bit of money to buy that commemorative coin, but it's worth it because you're not going to see it again. So So who's in the chat? Yes, I'm always right, Die Hard, yeah. I'm always right. Oh, I should say I'm live, shouldn't I? I'll just say I'm live in the in one of the chats here, so I don't think a lot of people are active at the minute. I think that people are having a bit of a relaxing Sunday, so I think it's like midday over there, like afternoon for some people. Don't know where Cryptic is or Wendy Pot, but I know try and do something again on the channel and that. I know we've got to be ever so careful if we're doing like reaction videos, because got the copyright. Some videos, certainly music videos or anything that got music or something that's sort of heavily viewed, could be copyrighted, and they won't allow you to show that section on the stream, and it could end up blocking it. So that's why I try and turn the volume down on it, or pick a video that isn't sort of copyrighted as such. You do see people react to videos online, reaction videos to videos, which is cool. And I think it should be good. It should be very good. If I ever do a reaction video, but goodness knows when that happens. So much money. Where is everyone today? Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, okay. Sent a message to some people, but they're just everyone's busy. Everyone's having a nice quiet day. Another normal week. Yeah. Don't know who's in the chat, who's actually watching. Or anything like that, but yeah, I think yeah. Well, I think I might just pop off. Doesn't look like anyone is available at the minute. Everyone's a little bit busy, so I think I'll pop off. I thought I'd just do this stream to see what's going on, see whether there's anyone around at the minute, but doesn't look like there's many people about at the minute. And of course, everyone's busy, so they're not possibly not participating on the stream. But I will try and arrange another stream, like a quiz or some kind of reaction video or something interesting, storytelling or something. But yeah, I will return sometime this coming week. Any suggestions? Let me or Wendy know, anyone know what could be done, and then I will figure something out, and we'll do something. But anyhow, if you are watching this, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, share it out, let people know what's going on, and I'll see you on the next one, and hopefully we can do another panel or something, a panel later this week or whenever. So I'll see you then.